Phil. Phil, are you here? And then Cynthia. Cynthia, are you here? Cynthia is here. Awesome. As you can tell, this is one of the ones from the sealed case because those went through 1622. And here we go. The Absolute Football Snake Draft right here. And let's see how many times we are going to randomize this draft. 9 times. Let's do it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Alrighty, we have those snake places in order, and let's get the snake here going. Brett Diddley, Brett up with the snake. Brett with the Jags. Phil up with number 2. Bill with the New England Patriots. Mr. CEO with 3. CEO with the Niners, and Haley with number 4. I'm guessing she's jumping for joy. Haley with the Bears, and Lucas with 5. Lucas with the Jets, T-Man with 6. Look at Mr. CEO just being a team player. Haley up next. Haley with the Bengals. And now Cynthia with back-to-backs. Cynthia with the Miami Dolphins. And the Philadelphia Eagles. Haley up next. And T-Man up next. Dallas Cowboys. Lucas up after that. The Atlanta Falcons, followed up by T-Man. Followed up by Haley, the Minnesota Vikings. My mistake there, I went backwards for a second. Mr. CEO. And I feel like here's where it's going to start grinding the gears. Like this is the first 2021 snake, I believe. Or at least the first 2021 snake of solid product. Mr. CEO with the Chargers, and Phil is up next. Oh, man. Phil with the Buffalo Bills, and Brett Diddley, Brett with back-to-backs. Chiefs, Cardinals. Bang. And bang. Phil up again. Brett was ready. He prepared for this in the war room. Phil with the Giants and now Mr. CEO. So Absolute Baseball is sold out with my distributor. So I've been having to buy loose boxes. I think we're cooking. With the Packers. Going to Haley. Haley with the Ravens. And Lucas with the Denver Broncos, followed up by T-Man. With the Colts. Haley up next. Haley with the Titans. Saints Texans for Cynthia. Haley up next. Haley with the Panthers. T-Man up next. With the Lions. Lucas up after that. Lucas with the Washington football team. Haley up again. Haley with the Rams and Mr. CEO. The Seahawks and Phil with the second to last pick between the Browns and the Raiders. Meaning Brett taking the Raiders to finish it off. Alrighty, and we will work to get these teams loaded right here. Alrighty, let's rip. Josh Rosen downtown. What's that go for, Harry? Like 40? Do you have to pay them, or do they have to pay you to take that? Is there like a secret Josh Rosen collectors group out there? Alrighty, starting off, we have Mr. Jalen Ramsey of the Rams going to Haley. Right there. And then we are going to have a Justin Jefferson of the Minnesota Vikings also going to Haley. Following that up, we have our first parallel, and that is going to be Mr. David Montgomery out of 100 of the Chicago Bears going to Haley. And then it is Mr. Terrell Davis out of 99, the Groundhogs of the Denver Broncos going to Lucas. And last but not least in this one, it is going to be a redemption, and that is a Rookie Premier Materials Autos Jumbo, and that is going to be Des Fitzpatrick of the Tennessee Titans, and that is going to Haley. Wow, just the Haley pack right there. A Jamie Newton downtown. Remember how many Jamie Newmans were pulled out of those earlier football products? They just thought this guy was going to be a stud, didn't even make it all the way through training camp. Alrighty, starting off, we have DJ Moore of the Carolina Panthers to Haley right there. Following that up with a Chris Carson of the Seattle Seahawks to Mr. CEO. And then we're going to have a Chubba Hubbard out of 250 RC right there of the Carolina Panthers going to Haley. Following that up, we're going to have a Micah Parsons auto. Micah Parsons out of 199 of the Dallas Cowboys going to T-Man. Following that up, we are going to have the stargazing Josh Jacobs of the Raiders. And that is out of 75. Going to Brett Diddley. Brett. And we're on to our last pack right here. First up, we have the Terry McLaurin of the Washington football team going to Lucas. Right there. And then we have Devontae Adams of the Green Bay Packers. And that is going to be heading to Mr. CEO. Next up, it is going to be an 3 out of 5 Asante Samuel Jr. of the Los Angeles Chargers. Right there. 3 out of 5 of the Chargers going to Mr. CEO. Following that up, we have the Derrick Henry tools of the trade out of 99 of the Tennessee Titans going to Haley. And last but not least, it is going to be a Brandon Stevens of the Baltimore Ravens. 59 out of 75 going to Haley as well. Alrighty, with that we will run this snake down. Our vet insert the stargazing Josh Jacobs out of 75, and then the David Montgomery parallel out of 100, followed by our rookie hit, the Chuba Hubbard out of 250 of the Carolina Panthers going to Haley. And now on to our featured cards. Our two veterans, we have the Derrick Henry tools of the trade out of 99 and the Terrell Davis Groundhogs of the Denver Broncos out of 99. That going to Lucas, tools of the trade headed to Haley. Then we have our two rookie autos right here. We have the 59 out of 75 Brandon Stevens of the Baltimore Ravens going to Haley, followed up by the Dallas Cowboys Micah Parsons out of 199 heading to T-Man. And then here we go, our two hits out of this one. And we have the rookie Premier Materials Autos Jumbos Des Fitzpatrick of the Tennessee Titans going to Haley. And the 3 out of 5 Asante Samuel Jr. of the Chargers heading to Mr. CEO. And with that, we are done with break 1570. And we are going to take a 5-minute break before we get back with an absolute football Pick Your Team.